Hello, everybody. What is this song? Song goes hard. Okay. Anyways, hello everybody. I can't take this seriously because of the stupid song. Anyways, wait for it to end. Okay. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to the last match of MALT round of 16. I'm here. Alter. Hello, Sparky is joining me.
Hello, excited to be here. Excited to round out a very exciting round of 16 weekend. That was music.
Yeah, that was music.
Nowadays that can be considered music.
Mm-hmm. I do agree. Wait.
Mercifully, there are no other warm-ups.
Wait a second.
I
that was a warm-up, right? That was a warm-up? Delta already entering the match with 1 point. So already 1 point ahead.
What is it? The mentality point.
Mm-hmm.
Putting their opponent off with that dumpster fire. But our referee very mercifully putting on, I think, the tiebreaker just to not have us be listening to that anymore.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Looks like rolls were already done. Delta with an 88. Ziquids with a 62. Delta will be picking first. The Squids will be banning first. Okay. What the heck? Voxel Adventure banned again. I've seen this map banned so many times.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty contentious pick. It's interesting because in other game or in 4Key, it's one of those where you want to keep the more speed-oriented picks, but I feel like here, with it being as quote-unquote simple as it is structurally, you don't really want to get into a ratio battle with your opponent, and the other band coming out is going to be LN2.
Wow. Okay, man, I've seen that map also banned so many times as well. I'm so disappointed.
In a world where SV doesn't exist, LN is next on the chopping block, and LN1 and 2 have been just basically trading back and forth in terms of which one gets removed from the pool.
Oh yeah, no, I do agree. It looks like Hybrid 1 is going to be picked first. I've seen Marinette actually picked through all 3 commentating matches. I know, all 3. I've done so much. All 3 commentating matches. I'm assuming it's been picked quite regularly as well. Must be because the map is comfortable to play.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's been one of the more popular hybrids getting picked up. I think Hybrid 2's close second with Lancelot bringing up the rear. But honestly, the hybrid pool has been pretty good option for a lot of players that don't want to really spend too much time in the race pool, because the LNs basically get nuked from the planet.
Right. Well, right off the bat, looks like both of these players are actually pretty even. I'm not going to lie. Compared to some of the matches beforehand where we've seen just dominations like Axel with his crazy scores.
Not nice way to not name drop, but...
But 99.3 almost. Oh, compared to 90, already below 99% on Squids, actually. I must have gotten a few 200s. I missed them.
Yeah, I think some early releases on the transition back into these anchor structures. Gonna bring them down just a little bit here. Not out of the woods just yet if you are Delta, nursing about an 8,000 point lead, but can change in an instant as we make our way into the second third of the chart here. Misses are gonna play a huge factor in this match, I imagine, with both players still holding on to their FCs this deep into this chart.
Oh, yeah, no. One miss is all it will take, but it did not happen to Delta. Squids actually picking up the first miss, only making this difference even bigger, which is not what I'm assuming they were looking for.
Yeah, I think
One-third
they
of
were.
the map. Oh, I interrupted my love, Sparky. Oh
No
God.
worries, but it is a singular break. They are going to be able to make it up with that 400 combo cap. I think they were basically trying to hold on to the combo for as long as they could at the expense of some of their accuracy, and now that plan hasn't worked out, and it is it's turned into a 22,000 point advantage for Delta to work with, still above that 99% mark, and basically just coasting along with their accuracy advantage as well. About an eighth of the chart left to go, and we're back to this anchored LN structure that really hasn't been giving these players too much of an issue.
No, indeed. Actually, literally just a few seconds left here. Looks like Delta's going to be securing the first point. I don't remember if this was Squid's pick.
It was Delta's first pick and able to secure
Oh,
it pretty comfortably here, making it 1-0 now. The ratio difference actually not that bad. It's just the 200 count
wow.
between the two
Yeah.
players.
hmm That's a huge 200 count difference, actually. Might see a Rice versus Ellen matchup, so depending on what Squids is more comfortable with.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. I mean, just judging by the ban of LN2, yeah, LN2, I imagine they're probably going to want to opt for maybe Rice 4, Rice 5, something a little bit techier. Clearly not wanting to, or actually, no, Delta banned out Rice 1. So the option of going for the more straightforward Rice charts is still on the table. And Zick was just asking if it's their turn to pick. It is indeed.
my bets are on the Cypher. I'm placing my bets. $10 on the Cypher right now.
Yeah, Decipher seems like a pretty good option. I mean, Chupri and Baby are still left on the table if you want to go into something a little bit more straightforward, but it is going to be You Are My Curse,
Ooh.
though.
Whoa. Interesting. Okay. Well, You Are My Curse is not going to be like the hybrid one. Definitely a lot more. You could focus on the ratio aspect by just nailing your Allen releases. It's a lot slower pace, too. I think 110. What? No. 160. I'm sorry. Right? I think
Something like
160.
that.
Somewhere around there. But it's not too hard. Just very tricky, especially very prone to chokes on that type of map.
Yeah, for sure. And with how sparsely patterned some of these early game LN charts can be, getting back over that 400 combo cap or even reaching it can be a bit of a tall order. So misses are going to be at a premium, and it is going to be LN1, just re-emphasizing that for those following along here.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for the countdown to start. Sparky, how are you doing today? You get your coffee, some breakfast?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It has been a wonderful weekend for our referee not realizing that the pick has been made. This is yeah.
His lobby movie. I don't know, but anyways, that's good. Excellent that you've got your weekend's going great. I woke up 5 minutes before my first match to commentate.
Lovely.
I was kind of like dead, but now I've woken up. Hopefully get to see some epic more plays where I could have me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, better to tune in for the last match than miss it all together. Glad to have you here with us. And we'll be getting into this second map before too long as we see the MP Star command come out. We'll be getting into it relatively shortly. A reminder for those of you watching along that are just tuning in, first of all, hello, thank you for joining us. This is going to be a best of 9. First player to 5 points will be moving on to the winners quarterfinals. Loser not eliminated just yet. Just going to need to make the run in that losers bracket.
Barely hit the song. There we go. Awesome. Lovely. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. 160 BPM. I was right. OD7, HP7. So I expect a lot of. I didn't expect a miss from Squids there. That's not good, but I do expect some strong ratio game from both players here. But that miss already set back Squids by 10,000 points, Sparky.
Yeah, the good thing for them is the fact that it was before that 400 combo cap, but like I was saying in the build up to this map, the fact that it's so sparsely basically the patterns aren't super dense, and Ziquids actually finding another drop here, gonna reset their combo once again, just not able to get up over that 400 combo cap, and that's to the benefit of Delta for the moment, nursing about a 30,000 point lead at the moment as we make our way into the second third of the chart, and almost a full percent in their favor for the accuracy as they find a trade back here on these short LNs. Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. But I really don't think it's going to matter too much. It's still 25k lead, especially with Delta holding on strong with that ratio game, as well as I don't think, oh my gosh, Squids with another miss, another 200. Keeps adding up. It's only going to just get even bigger slightly. It's already almost 30k difference again. Last quarter left. There's not much room for him to work with.
Yeah, for sure. Quickly running out of time here. And I think even if Delta were to find another couple of drops, the fact that Ziquids isn't above that 400 combo cap is really not going to be able to take full advantage. With that combo being reset, it is basically going to be the final nail in the coffin for this pick. Only a sliver chart left to go. That lead growing exponentially, reaching the realm of uncatchable for now, as Delta looking to put a nice little bow on proceedings for this map to take the first break point in this match to make it 2-0 now.
I know that's going to be the end of it. 963 to 918. Look at the score difference here. Actually looks like, never mind, not actually. With Delta with a much better ratio, 5 less 200s, and just overall better consistency and less misses on everything compared to Squids here. So I don't know if Squids made the right choice here in picking LN2. Most might want to try some Rice pick on his fourth pick here, or on the fourth point here.
Potentially, maybe some.
Oh, actually, we get to see right here.
Yeah, Delta up pick. They're gonna go Rice 2. So just picking all over the board right now. Hybrid 1 and then Rice 2 coming out. Some variety from Delta, not really sticking to one side of the map hole or another. You like to see it.
Oh, and ended up finding out that Epsilon is also streaming.
Oh my goodness, just the everyman right now as we get this map.
Making stats for tournaments, streaming for other tournaments, making refereeing for another tournament. Oh my lord.
Literally a Swiss Army knife. We appreciate them very much. As we get underway with this third map, Delta looking to try and capitalize on that first breakpoint they have been given. Ziquids looking to try and take it back here to try and give themselves an opportunity to notch things up.
With a nice little column here. I don't expect too many misses, too many hardships from both players. It is going to start picking up, though, in terms of the core density. Very soon, right here. But it's very nice. It's just some slow bracket, though. Definitely a lot of choke potential. And definitely a lot of potential to build a lot of accuracy here with the ratio.
Yeah, for sure. It really does start to kick up whenever you get those 4-note plus chords coming out. Have seen a lot of players break on those transitions and accuracy drops as well. Actually, Ziquids was hanging on for dear life, not able to hang on much further, and they find the first drop here. Going to give Delta the lead to work with once again, extending this accuracy deficit to about a full percent as we continue on into the second third of the chart now.
Wow, we're already 2 quarters in. Squids picking up another miss, which is not good. It's raising the Delta, dropping his first miss, though, only making a 26k difference. It scores slightly. Never mind. It's not slightly decreased. It is slightly decreased. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Anyways, sorry.
It is shifting back and forth. It tries to keep up.
definitely tries to keep up here. I mean, this song is short. We're already entering the last quarter here, but Delta with this straight up accuracy, 99.5 compared to 98.7.8 now. I don't think there's much Squids can do on this pick, really. It looks like Delta made a pretty solid, secure pick.
Yeah, very much so. As Ziquids finds another drop coming out here, and it was like I was saying earlier, once those 4+ note chords start to come out in the chord stream overall, a lot of players have been getting caught out from that, and it looks like Ziquids is one to fall as well. Not really able to establish much of a foothold in the chart, and Delta going to be able to successfully capitalize with the last note break right before the last LN. Can be forgiven. They've done enough to secure themselves the point to make it 3-0 now.
Yes, indeed. Now that's 3-0. Delta's looking pretty happy. Only have to survive for 2 more picks. 288 to 497. That's a pretty substantial, large ratio difference. 4-40 on the 200 count and 2-4 on the miss count here. Pretty good, solid consistency on Delta's case here. Squids might need to look into something else, but it does look like RC3 is coming out from Squid, Sparky. Very interesting indeed.
Very interesting. This is one of those there's one of those charts where things can go wrong very, very quickly. We have seen some very funny scores on this map so far.
Oh, yes, I know. Everybody loves the Yuri background. Map being at 2 minutes and 16 seconds, 180 BPM. It is pretty physically taxing for some of these players, especially with some of the long jacks that are seen in this map. Though I don't believe both of these players are going to be struggling more so with probably just chokes coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure. And that's going to be the name of the game. Just keeping that miss column clean. We have seen some immaculate ratios with a disgusting number of misses following it. It's literally, I think I saw a performance that was double-digit perfects, 0 on every other column, 6 misses.
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
that's just the way these core jack picks can go. It is definitely a double-edged sword. You can either act your way through it, or you can have the performance of your life, and double-digit misses is just the way it goes.
Yeah, no, I do definitely agree. It's definitely very nerve-wracking, especially on these type of maps, because this is where accuracy is the best utilized here. And oh my gosh, if you get one miss, it could be over. Even 1-200 and you can still lose. Oh, but it does look like Squids is gonna find the first miss compared to Delta's 99.93. Oh lordy, oh lord.
Yeah, it can quickly become a bit of a mountain to climb if you aren't too careful, and that was a pretty significant accuracy drop to go along with the miss. So about 0.6% separating the two players, 13,000 points in favor of Delta for the moment on the transition into the next key eye section. 2/3 of the map still left to go here, and Delta looking very strong on this pick so far.
Oh no, definitely indeed. I've been eyeballing both players' 300 count. Looks like Delta's 320 count. I'm gonna assume definitely under 100, at least under like 80. But looking at Squids though, even with those 2 misses that he's so far acquired, I think his ratio is definitely raising that gap between both players as the song goes on. I mean, we're already 1/3 left.
Yeah, for sure. It really hasn't helped that the misses do come through. Another one to boot, and now might actually be the final nail in the coffin for this pick. There isn't really much going back. It would take a complete collapse from Delta to give any semblance of hope over to Ziquids for the moment as they transition on into the last quarter of the chart. Everybody handling those spacebar anchors very well. They do get a little abrasive after a while if you're not too careful, but both of them able to make it through. And Ziquids about to cross that 400 combo cap, going to stem the bleeding just a little bit here. But as I say that, they do find the drop, and the lead extends further in favor of Delta, 44,000 and climbing. And that is going to be all she wrote here for this map. Can Delta keep it clean? What is going to be the ratio at the end of the map?
What is the ratio? 996?
139.
139 compared to 492. Very substantial, huge difference between the two. Also, a lot of chokes on Squids. I'm guessing just those chords definitely got to him. Anyways,
Yeah,
that's gonna be 4 points. That's match point. Oh my gosh, we're at match point already. What happened? Where'd the time go?
I know it feels like the match just started, but I mean that's just the way it goes sometimes. You gotta
Hmm.
be able to make it through and avoid giving
Now,
over some of these breakpoints.
Sparky,
Mhm.
Delta score. That's what I expect from like a normal top player in a beginner tournament. The score we saw on one of these matches, I don't know about that one. You know, I don't know
I mean,
about nine, but
some players came close, but yeah, 9 is. I mean, they got a black flag. It was a black flag performance. We tack on like what is it, 25 300s. That's okay. That's a little bit more human like.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's crazy. But anyways, looks like the potential last match point is going to be Lancelot, Flame of the Rebellion. Very fitting for the potential match point. 2 minutes and 5 seconds, 206 BPM, not your average slow of the mill map. Uh, Sparky, do you think Squids could take this?
Hey, on any given map, anything can happen. It is up to the players to put together the performance to prove that they deserve the final point. So I never like to call it over until it is actually over. But with that being said, we will be getting into this fifth map of this best of 9. Ziquids with it all to do. You're going to need to reverse sweep their way to a victory. Delta on the cusp of punching their ticket into the winners quarterfinals. The MP Star command comes out. We're going to get into this in about 2 seconds.
That was 2 seconds. Looks like about an extra 2 seconds coming into the map. Okay, maybe 3 seconds. And we've entered the potential final map. 99 to a 98. Wait, no. Wait,
Yeah,
this score's actually much more close.
Yeah, both of them having a little bit of a struggle through that introduction, picking up a couple of 200 potentially, maybe just a rush of 300s as well. But it is very early going, and Ziquids actually recovering much nicer than Delta for the moment. As it stands, 0.2% in their favor. Both FCs still left on the board. Both players crossing over that 400 combo cap. Gonna bode well for both of them. Misses after this point are going to be extremely detrimental to the overall score of the players as we get into the first Ki section, second third of the map upcoming.
I know, 99.16, 17, 9 to a very similar score of 99% as well. Oh my lord. This map is very consistent with its overall density as well. So if both players can hold on the full combo, I expect some really good scores. Dang it! Look at these scores! Oh my lord.
They are basically tied going into the back half now. It is about 0.1% separating the two of them. 2,000 points to Delta's name. The lead has shifted over, as well as the accuracy discrepancy in favor of the red side. As we continue on, there's about a third of the chart left to go. Not a lot of time left for Ziquids to make an impact here, but they are starting to climb back up here, back over that 99% mark. That is up to them to begin to hunker down in terms of their accuracy. Need to ratio their way through this ending, but Delta finds the drop.
Oh my god, this could be the moment.
This is the exact opening that Ziquids needed. They need to keep this ending pristine. Last eighth of the chart left to go. The lead is only 2,000 points, but it is growing in their favor. They have dropped some accuracy. It takes about 2 to 3% to overcome the miss, but is there enough time for Delta to make it back up with that 400 combo cap? It looks like they're going to have just enough time. Can they watch these last couple of releases? Is it coming out to hundreds? It is going to go over to Delta by 1,000.
It went over. No fucking way. No way.
Oh my god.
It actually went over at the last second. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That is about as close as you can get. That was a heart and mouth moment. It came down to the last couple of notes. Delta with just enough time to squeak it out at the 11th hour to punch their ticket into the winners quarterfinals by a score of 5-0. Congratulations to them. Not the end of the road for Ziquids by any stretch of the imagination. Just gonna need to make the run in the losers bracket.
Indeed. And awesome performance from Delta. Moving on to quarterfinals winners bracket. That this was actually the last match for round of 16, which means the next stream should be Map Pool Showcase of quarterfinals tomorrow. So awesome, great performance. Sparky,
Very fantastic. Yes.
what'd you think? What'd you think of all round of 16?
It was fantastic. Some really good performances. Quite a couple of upsets actually. Once this weekend was all said and done, I think those are going to be very interesting moving forward. Seeing how the losers bracket is now going to have those conditional matches will be worth mentioning during the map pool showcase before that is said and done. But I think we're aiming for the usual time for that. 14 UTC has been the golden number for the map pool showcases. If anything does change, we'll keep you guys updated in the Discord, of course. So be sure to keep an eye on that. But Alter, do you have anything else left to say?
Of course, I hope you guys enjoy tomorrow's stream of the Map Pool Showcase. We've been working really hard on the Map Pool for quarterfinals and moving forward. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching last match of round of 16. This is Alter and Sparky out. Bye-bye.